Wolf, pleased to be enjoyed in studio now out here at the Dignity Health Arizona Cardinals Training Center by Evan Brown, one of the newer Cardinals this season. Evan, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Not too much. Excited to be here. Excited for y'all to have me on.
Yeah. What's it like out there these 3 weeks when it's not real cool?
No, definitely warm, definitely a little toasty, but it's I say it's a dry heat, which I think I prefer. Being from the Dallas area, we get pretty warm out there, but we have a lot of humidity, so that really takes it out of you. But it's definitely hot, definitely the sun beating on you.
Okay, so this is the question, the quintessential question for every offensive lineman: power scheme, zone scheme. What do you want to do?
Great question. I like to run the ball.
You like to run the ball.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
No, I think I prefer zone.
Okay.
You always want to do it all, but I think I like zone schemes.
Zone scheme
fit my play. So.
That's one of the why tell people why it fits your play.
Able to run off the ball. You're not having a root 340-pound D lineman who's got his feet in the ground, moving them vertically. Zone schemes, you can really run off the ball, get them moving their feet, and then kind of use momentum to move them off the ball.
Yeah, you got quick feet yourself,
yes.
Do you not, Evan?
Yeah,
that's one of the things that makes a good zone offensive lineman as well. Quick little feet.
What's it?
Or big feet.
What's it like coming into a situation like this where you're going to be blocking for a quarterback like Kyler Murray that is kind of unique? I mean, it's not that there's no other quarterbacks like him, but to have a guy that's that mobile and that quick.
Yeah, definitely think it's different. I haven't really, I've had, quarterbacks who can run, but he's a different cat altogether with how athletic, he is, with all the things they can use him in the backfield for and give, defenses fits and different looks. So I think it's a, huge weapon for us, and definitely a couple things, change with blocking schemes and how you got to handle that. But I think, having a mobile quarterback and how the league's gone today is a huge asset for your offense.
So this is year 7 for you. You
Yep.
were telling me, right, coming in here. Yes, year 7. Yeah. Are you a goal guy, Evan?
Sorry, one time?
Are you a goal guy?
Oh, goal. Yeah, no, for sure. I think I've kind of, had my, goals when you initially come into the league, and then, they're ever-changing as your years go on. Coming in, I was an undrafted guy, so, coming off that role, goals just to try to find a spot, make the team, and that was my, goal for the first couple of years, of just wherever they need me, wherever I could find my way onto the roster at that point. And then as, the career evolves and you get some time to play, then it's, trying to be that rotational 6th guy, and then trying to, fight for that starting job, and just, goals are ever changing. So I've got those.
If you were going to talk to a young guy who was just coming into the league right now, an undrafted young guy like yourself.
You took my next question.
No, did I really? I'm so sorry.
It's a good question.
What kind of advice would you give him?
Yeah, it was some advice that I got when I came into the league. As an undrafted guy, you talk to other guys who had success as being undrafted, and you got to put your head down and work. You're not going to get too many opportunities, but when they do come, you have to make the most of them. And so just put your head down, go to work every day, absorb all the information that you can, and when you get an opportunity, you got to go out there and prove it.
We're talking to Evan Brown. Evan, Monty Austin-Fort, and I'm sure with the help of this coaching staff, have brought in a lot of guys who approach the game the same way. And as one of the new guys, obviously you fit that filter. Have you noticed some similarities to your teammates? I know it's early, but have you noticed that some of your teammates maybe do approach football the same way you do?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it comes with the offensive line mentality of it's a selfless position. It's a position for the team. It's you're not going to get too much glory all the time. You're always going to get the hate whenever it falls on you. It's the position comes with it. So I think that's kind of how linemen are brought up in their mentality. But I definitely do. I think the group of guys are very selfless, or good group of guys who can, everybody's got the ability to play a bunch of different roles, and competition brings out the best of the group, and you got to have competition for a group of 5 guys to go out there and be better every day.
Do you see yourself being more of a center or more of a guard?
Coming in, I say wherever the team needs me. I've always been,
so good,
wherever,
you veteran.
Wherever they need me. I prefer playing center. I think that's what I've taken the most reps at. But when it comes down to it, wherever the team needs me, I'm more than willing to play and give it what I got.
You look exactly like most centers. Every center I know right there. The quintessential center.
Do you have a sense maybe that this team could potentially sneak up on some people this year? I mean, we've been talking for a while that the last year was sort of cut in half because they got Kyler back and they started to play a lot better in the second half of the season. But nationally, there's not a whole lot of buzz about the Cardinals yet other than, hey, this team might be able to sneak up on some people.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think I've been a part of a couple teams now. When I was back with Detroit a couple years back, and they were on the up and up there, and now you see where they're at right now, and I see a lot of similarities with how JG approaches kind of coaching and how the guys are coming together and just the vibes, I guess, to say the words. But yeah, no, I think that you like to not be thought of as a threat, and then you show up and people are like, oh, here we go, let's play. Oh, pardon my language.
That's yeah. Okay. Thank you very much back there, Rick. I know you're on that, of
my
course.
Bad.
Yeah, that's all right. Culture. Talk a little bit about culture right now. What is the culture that you're experiencing here with the Cardinals, and how does it differ from some other cultures you've been in?
Yeah, I think it's young guys figuring it out with a combination of the older guys and the leaders of the team kind of leading them the way that they know. And I think JG's done a great job with building it how he sees fit. He's kind of, you say the head coach, he kind of is the captain of the ship and leads it to where we want to go, but it falls upon us as the players to build that culture, build that mindset, build that hard nose about us.
He's all about the physicality of the game, and he talks about it all the time, the violence of the game and the physicality. Something that I think is so cool, because you could walk in between those white lines and act like an unmitigated savage, and then walk outside the white lines and love people and respect them and treat them better than yourself. I don't think it gets any better than that right there. But this is something that I've never met you before, Evan, but this is who you must be, because you wouldn't be here if you did not have that kind of mentality. Yep. Do you feel the same way about that?
No, for sure. Yeah, it's a off the field, at least personally speaking on myself, pretty quiet, relaxed guy. But playing football, you get between the lines. You got to be a different cat out there.
Is there like a player or two specifically throughout your career that's kind of been just so important to your development to get to this point, or players that you looked up to when you were first breaking into the league?
Yeah, I've been behind guys and watched kind of how they do. I think I learned a lot from Frank Ragnow in Detroit when I was there for a couple years. Fantastic player. Bounced a lot of ideas off him and him to me, and learned a lot there. But I think just what I try to do, obviously I've been to a couple teams and different O-line coaches, is absorb everything that the coaches teach, and you're not going to be able to some schemes may work better for you, some may not, and you take what you can from each coach and apply it to your game, and just going out there each day with the mentality just to get better. And I think that's kind of how I've approached just trying to improve every day.
What are your strengths as you see them? What are your strengths?
My strengths are my strength.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. No, I think I think if I were to say my strengths, I think I move pretty well. I think I'm a strong guy, and I think I've got very good mental ability to understand the game. Be my three strength points out there. So
that's a good place to start, no doubt.
Evan, this was great, man. We're pulling for you this year. Obviously, it's potentially a big year for this team, so it's great to have you aboard.
Definitely, yeah. I appreciate y'all, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, bro.
Definitely, thank you.
That's it's Evan Brown joining us right there.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.